I'm going to go over the other side real quick. Disconnect my controller wires. Disconnect my power wires. Disconnect the spindle from the spindle axle. Taking out the 2 cap screws and 1 countersunk Phillips screw. Lean the nacelle back. Take off the rack gear. Pull out the wires from the nacelle. Pull these wires out of the wing. Just big enough you can stuff these connectors right inside of this tube. So they stick out maybe a 1/4 inch. I'm going to get the spinner mount on. Don't forget to Loctite the spinner mount. Open up your other spinner. Like I said, I usually just pop this bottom plate off. Or you can cut out the slits. Finish cutting the slits. That helps hold shape a little bit better. Use the 4mm drill bit. Center it on the pilot hole in there. I don't know why this the center hole needs to be centered between those 3 satellite holes, and why they don't cut that with the laser when they cut this bulkhead to go in that spinner, I have no idea. But they get it off center slightly, and then you got to kind of slide it over as you're drilling that out to try to keep that hole relatively centered. Like I said before, we got that's spinning pretty true. That's not too bad. We've got plastic spinners coming out here this year for sure. Take this forward cover, the aft cover apart. I think they tape them together to help hold their shape. And you get the conversion bearing. So we want to go about this the same way. We want to give it a little trial fit and just mark where we can see that I got to slide back about 50 thousandths, so I know I got to move that servo mount about 50 thousandths back. And you always need a ton more room for the pot holder. And then where the bearings go, they always don't have those taken back far enough. These tabs, all these tabs are always too big too. So I'll get a Dremel with a sanding wheel on it, sanding drum. This upper one here is always got to be cut very close, right to the edge. Looks like it's sitting back far enough. Looks like everything's good except for this front upper edge of my pot mount. Slide that back farther. And maybe just right underneath this servo could come down a little bit. Looks like I can't slide it up high enough. Looks pretty good. I'll take a 1mm drill bit. Black one I had here somewhere. There it is. I'm making sure I cut off that corner of that servo lug. I'll get that front one lined up the best I can.